my channel. Today I wanted to do a Cranberry Smokey eye makeup tutorial for you guys because I'm actually going to a wedding and I'm wearing a black dress, and I thought just a Cranberry Smokey eye would just look really great. And I wanted to do a Cranberry Smokey eye using the new Kat Von D palette that I talked about in my favorite holiday palettes. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieve this look, then keep watching. So first, I have already gone ahead and lined the corners of my eyes using some Scotch tape. That way we have some really nice, clean, sharp edges when we remove them with all the colors. And then I am going to prime my eyes using my favorite MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly. And then I'm going to take my new Zoeva brush and the shade, or in the number 221, and I'm going to take the first shade from the palette, which is Strutter, and we're going to place that in the crease and then blend it out. Next, for the star of the show, which is the cranberry shade in the palette, I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush and the shade Rewind, and we are going to pack that all over the lid, and you're going to see with just one application how gorgeous and beautiful this color is. But we're going to keep packing it on until we get the color to the intensity and the cranberry color exactly how we want it. I'm going to take my Zoeva brush and the number 227, and we're going to blend into the crease Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear, which is a really great brown shade with a red undertone, and then Bitten, which is a really, really fabulous matte cranberry shade. Going back into the palette, we're going to grab the shade Black Metal, and we're going to use our Zoeva brush and the number 230, which is a defined pencil brush, and we're going to put that into the outer corner of our V and get it to the desired blackness that we want. And don't worry if it looks a little scary, because you're going to go back in and blend it out with your Cocoa Bear and Bitten again. We are going to use Maybelline's gel eyeliner in the shade Black and our Morphe M409 brush, and we are going to do a winged eyeliner today because this gorgeous of an eye look deserves a dramatic wing eyeliner. See that I've taken the tape off, and you can see how gorgeous and sharp those edges are and how it really just cleans up the look, and it really helps with putting on that eyeliner. And I am going to curl my eyelashes using that new Tarte eyelash curler that I got and I shared in one of my hauls. And then for the first coat of mascara, I'm going to use MAC's Gigablack on the top coat and then once on the bottom, and then Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill in the shade Black. Moving on to our face, for primer, I'm going to use Benefit's Pore Professional Minimizing Primer because I just felt like my pores were kind of big, and this really helps to minimize them and smooth them out. And then, as always, using one of my favorite, I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation because I really was in need of a full coverage foundation, as you can tell. And then I'm going to go in with my Marc Jacobs Phase 3 brush, and we are going to blend that all out. For concealer, I'm going to be using Urban Decay's Naked Skin Concealer. We're going to put that under the eyes, bridge of our nose, and the Cupid's bow, and then we're going to blend it out with a damp beauty blender. And then I'm going to set all of that with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Banana Powder. bronzer, I'm going to use my new Ciate bronzer in the shade Star Island. And I talked about this in my recent Sephora VIB sale haul, and oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. I'm obsessed with this bronzer and have been using it non-stop. It's so natural and beautiful, and I'm going to use my NARS Ita brush, and we're going to go ahead and contour our face using this awesome bronzer. Moving on to our brows, I am going to use my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe. I wanted to step up my brow game since we are doing a really pretty, gorgeous, dramatic eye look. And we're going to use the first side, the spoolie, to go ahead and comb out our brows, and then the other side to fill them in. Back in the palette, I'm going to use my Zoeva brush in the shade 322 and pick up that cranberry shade Rewind, and we're going to line our lower lash line, and then I am going to take my Zoeva number 238 and that first shade Strutter, and we are going to smoke that out and really blend it out, and then I'm going to go back in and put one coat of the MAC Gigablack mascara. Then for highlighting underneath the brow bones, I'm going to use the shades Shoals and Molder. Afterwards, we're going to move on to blush, and I'm going to use my Sigma F10 brush and my Urban Decay blush in the shade Video, and I talked about this in my recent Sephora haul, and I am absolutely obsessed with this. I have not been able to put it down since the second I've got it. Totally one of my favorite blushes at the moment. And then moving on to our highlight, we are going to use both shades in the Becca Holiday Palette, the Champagne Pop and the Pearl shade, and we are going to pop those on the tops of our cheeks, and it gives it such an absolutely gorgeous highlight, perfect for such a look like this. Moving on to our lips, we are going to line and fill in our lips with the Too Faced lip liner in the shade Perfect Nude, and then I'm going to use MAC's lipstick in the shade Modesty, and then I'm going to top that off with Marc Jacobs lip gloss in the shade Sugar Sugar. And then this is your completed look. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe.